Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. You know what it is. Back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. Acapello. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a doggy bow, doggy yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Without further ado, let's go get to another episode of Playboys. Now, let's go and give a summary of my thoughts on this episode. So, first things first, this is a great episode. I enjoyed the editing. In the beginning, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little more taken back, but I enjoyed the editing overall. All the boys got down what they was mad at. To an extent, I think they are forcing the House A, House B narrative. More so, people just standing on business or what they mad at. It's really, in my opinion, currently right now, not like a house to house divide. It's more like Maul and Cassie got beef. You know, they got history. And Indy Scott got history. Rich Zay is sticking up for his homeboy because Khalil thought he was gonna say something disrespectful to Ant. You know, more so. To me, it's like more clicks got each other back than like, oh, my whole house got my back. It's not giving whole house. It's not giving whole house. And if it is, I would say House B more so has each other back as a collective than House A. Because House A, to an extent, it feels as though some of them are still getting to know each other. That. Okay. JR definitely played a role in this episode to me. He did great with being able to narrate some of the things. In my opinion, he was good to narrate. And to an extent, it's just like, I get they gave him a chance. And I liked it, like, how the way he narrated him in Maul's conversation and just making Maul be vulnerable. But other than that, JR don't need to be on the season. Okay, Ken. I like Ken. But I definitely felt like Ken was talking a lot in this episode. And the more and more I see Ken, and this is no shade to Ken, the more and more I see him, I'm starting to tune him out. Because I always see him talking. And it's like, you ain't got in the field yet. Every time I see you, you talking. And you talking about what phase you woulda, coulda, shoulda caught. And it's like, you ain't caught nothing yet. So why are you talking? You telling everybody what they did, but you not saying what you did. Because you not doing nothing but talking. I like Ken, but I am ready for Ken to hurry up and fight somebody. I'm ready for him to hurry up and fight somebody. Because at this point, you just kind of there. And same with Ty. Like, Ty, to me, he definitely not there to fight. He more so there to give personality. And I think the more and more we see him, he just gonna give personality. But I think after a while, you'll get to tuning him out too. You'll get to tuning him out. You'll be like, shut up. Why are you talking? You know, if he don't end up doing a little more. D. Scott is still standing behind Maul to the end. He gonna stand behind Maul to the end of time, child. He gonna stand behind Maul to the end of time. This episode really got real, too. It really got real. You can definitely tell when Maul and Cassie was getting into it, when they got defined, Cassie was like taking it personal. I think I want to call this episode "The King Has Fallen." Cause he said they won in his confessional. Oh, y'all waiting to see, y'all gonna keep waiting. We, I swear to God, are not having to wait long. Now, Maj did let it be known that they got the fading 3 times. So that was the last one. That was the last one, and it was a good one. It was definitely a good one. Cassie was putting belt to ass. Okay, you look up in the dictionary book, belt to ass, you're gonna see Cassie's picture right there, giving Maul that belt to ass treatment because belt to ass, belt to ass, belt to ass, wet belt, wet belt to ass, very much so. But even then, like, even though that's like my main thing, I feel as though that got lost in the shadows because the other boys was doing what needed to be done. Metro swung the dog out of Zay. He said, "Come here, get your ass out!" Like, when I say it was giving Madea, like when Kiki Palmer and was playing that role when she was getting whooped, that was Zabo. Yeah, I mean Zeta. That was Zeta, not Zabo, child. That was Zeta. Zeta was getting tore. Zeta was getting tore. Solo was not whooping Marty. Did not tear Marty up nor down. I said, child, what? That was weak. That was a weak fade. That was so weak. Trying to see what else. I don't know. Oh, okay. Pootie came. Pootie time. Pop the trunk. You know what they came here to do. Pop the trunk. And man, ready to complete these hoes. Loved it. I went on them to do their thing. I do like the speed of it. The speed is really good. I think the speed that they going, like, I'm able to digest everything they giving to me. Like, okay, boom, y'all finally got them up in here. I thought Isaiah and Pootie was gonna go and rock out, but they did not rock out. They did not rock out, and I'm mad about that because I thought they definitely was gonna rock the boat with each other, but they ain't rocked the boat just yet. But you know, when Isaiah and Pootie see each other, it's on sight. He came to pop the trunk, and I'm excited for him to pop the trunk. Now him and Landon, yeah, I do kind of want Pootie to fight Landon just because how he played him on Love and War. But this little roller coaster, we're gonna get into that too, child, because it's definitely some backstory there. You know, a lot of this stuff definitely has some backstory. RJ or JR and Sheen's conversation, backstory, and Pootie and Landon talking, backstory. So we're gonna get into all that in this video. I don't even mind what Khalil said, and I really don't mind what he said because they let the monkey call LaRue a roach. So I don't mind it because if we gonna play, fair game. Even though he was talking to Ant, like, no shade, like, y'all call each other stuff all the time. And I know Ant came on the panel, first one on the panel, by the way, was saying how, you know, people is real life going through that. Y'all know y'all in La La Land when it come to this stuff. So we not gonna bring the real world and be like, oh, you know that. That has nothing to do. He said what he said. Like, it was supposed to be a key. You supposed to drag back. So Khalil and Ant jump it off. Khalil said what he said. Ant decides that he don't really have no conversation back. He just gonna spit. He spit, and then, you know, they broke it up because, again, Ant was trying to be the first one to set it off, and they didn't want him to be the first one to set it off. They didn't want him and Khalil to go at it. They wanted others, which, no shade. I don't really care about you two storyline. Y'all get it, y'all want to get that, but we have bigger fish to fry in the building that is worth my watch more so than y'all two. Now, shout out to Cashy. Cashy was taking it in his confessionals. The energy is there. He popping it. The reads is there. Like, he's eating in his confessions. He's eating down. So, boom, him and D Scott get into it. D Scott talking about his brother. He dogging him out. Cashy and spit some gum at him. At this point, it's a lot of spitters in the room. He spits his gum out. Now, mind you, I don't know what Maul thought he was made of, but it wasn't glass, okay? Now, when Cashy spit the gum out, I promise you, the gum don't look like it went nowhere. He's saying that it reached all the way to his shoulder. The spit to me, or the popping of the gun, was so weak that it gave, like, it just hit the table. Now, he's saying he hit his shoulder, but these guys end up saying like he hit his face or his cheek or something like that. So the gum did land, but we don't know exactly where the gum landed. So this guy ends up saying that he's spitting his eye. So the gum must have landed on his shoulder, and then while he was spitting the gum, then spit must have landed on his eye. I don't know, child. I'm not a spitologist or nothing. So this guy didn't pick up the plate of Alfredo. Good, the Alfredo. As soon as he picked it up, the Alfredo fell out. So, you know, definitely, like Cashy said, didn't have no aim. And I don't really care for this guy, but I'm gonna give this guy his credit too. when it comes to these confessionals, he's doing amazing as well, as far as like keeping up the narration of the story and, you know, giving energy where it needs to go. Both of their confessionals is very funny. My thing is this though, like I told y'all, it looked like Cashy gum didn't go nowhere. Seeing it like in real time, like not them slowing it down, seeing it in real time, it do look like it gave a little more energy. But as they slowed it down, it gave like a weak spit. I'm not gonna lie to you, these guys, it really was that serious. You are talking about his family, his brother. Not only that, why do you have pasta on your neck? You trying to hit somebody with pasta and you end up hitting yourself. You really don't have no aim. Not maggot food, child. Did you feel like you was back in the scene? Like, did you have a flashback? I mean, veins is popping out the neck, out the forehead, like he going hard. God, and mind you, they put the camera to the side for Cashy confessional. He is going so far at the camera, like he feeling it, like he has went back in time. He's actually like envisioning what's going on with him, to where they had to put the camera back on him, you know, full blown. Yeah, baby, he was irritated. He was irritated. He was what? Annoyed. Maggot food is crazy though. Maggot food is crazy because as he's saying it, I could picture, you know, like a dead corpse with maggots on it. So yeah. So they end up bringing some dancers. I'm your nasty dancer, dancing for money. Do what you want me to do. So they bringing the dancers, y'all. First of all, I'm like, the girl, I thought it was one girl. I'm like, dang, she making her rounds. It's two of them. It's giving twin. Where have you been? So it's the girls. Then it's like two, maybe three dudes. The one with the dress, the white boy, and then like the light skinned man. I was like, oh, okay. Mind you, Zeta had hit one of the girls' butt. I said, yeah, you know Zeta don't like girls. Like the way he hit her butt was giving very much like, sit down. But the boys was making a round. They was having a good time. I'm trying to figure out where in the pasta being thrown, spit flying, did we then say, you know, dance break? I'm really trying to figure that part out. I didn't see that part coming. And then after that, you know, we go insane. Now, mind you, no shade. I don't care what Ant like. Like, I know that's a key for Now That's TV. I know, but I don't care. I don't care. Like, let me repeat, I don't care. I feel as though y'all already did all that when it came to Love and War. Okay? When it came to Love and War, y'all wore me out talking about Ant sexuality. I don't give a rat's if Ant want Marty, if Ant in the trenches hard, I don't care. When it comes to him in particular, I never cared. Never gave a damn. Never gave a fuck. Okay? Let me add that. Marty up here is just like, bow, 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 bow. I'm looking at Marty like, are they paying you to perform? Enjoy the time. Marty, baby, Marty is like, listen, I'm finna give me a man tonight. Okay, Marty, we know somebody's eyes is already on you. Now, mind you, Rizze had a conversation with Tay and Shink. They squashed their beef. They let it go. You know, they gonna be cool. They just wanted to fight one time, get it over with. You know, they want to have a good time. No. It's day one, bitch. It's day one. Ain't no we cool, let's be cool on the back end. This is day one. Day one. Absolutely not. I'm not going for it. Give him some work. Thank you. Now, mind y'all, we did see in the trailer Marty get food thrown at him. Marty, you better sock and rock that old. Ty to me, like I said before, Ty give a big personality. Ty just give personality. But Ty do be doing stuff to where it's like, no, you need to get touched. Because you threw food on Marty. Mind you, Cassie was begging you to get back in the field. You didn't want to get in the field. You're big. You're big. You're big. But it's like, I think you're doing all this because, you know, in the back of everybody's mind, you and Jonathan close. I guess y'all cousins. And, you know, we know that Jonathan will come in and rock out, you know, behind you. And that's cool. But at the same time, it's like you're not really giving into the show. You kind of just there to an extent. You are giving personality, but it's a lot to take in at one time to where it's like you kind of just want to decline it. Like you would rather go without it. Cause you doing a lot, but you're doing a lot, but it's not enough for me to be interested in. The dancer that's taking me out is the white man. The Caucasian man on Sheen is taking me out. He is taking me out. Like he like who invited him to the party? He is taking me. The bend over twerk with no duke is ending me. It's giving he on that dry skin, aka Solo. You keep saying Marty ugly. Marty is not ugly. On no day. On no day. Marty is handsome, boo. Listen here, dry skin. Stop trying to No. You're not all that dry skin. He's fine. And Ty is on Ken so hard. Like, Ken, look at somebody. Why are you looking at him? Do y'all go together? I know on the panel, Ken let it be known that they talked at one point, but like, do y'all talk now? Did he not get the memo that y'all stopped talking? What's going on? Because he acting like you owe him something. And it's in between your legs. Now, the Benny Hanna reference, if you been here, you been here, you been here. If you know, you know, you know. This was another thing. I forgot to add this in at the beginning. The Benny Hanna reference that Cassie is talking about. So, mind y'all, and I thought this was hilarious when he brought it up. Because, again, like I said, you had to be here. So, last season, when Playboys, came about, D. Scott was dating Maul, whatever, allegedly. That was Maul's good friend. So, mind you, Maul called D. Scott in the egg. D. Scott was trying to go link up with somebody. It was really Maul. Maul was trying to see, was he cheating? He played him or whatever. Had him meet up with him at a location to go get some or whatever. And it was actually Maul, a key. And Maul then blasted D. Scott on the internet because at this point in time, it was like everybody really liked D. Scott. Everybody was like, D. Scott be having Maul back. We love to see Maul happy, this, that. And Maul was kind of basically trying to say that D. Scott was using him to stay on Playboys, to get on Playboys, to keep getting booked on shows. Now, has he necessarily been getting booked on shows like that? Absolutely not. So if that was his motive, it really didn't work as much. Like, of course, they brought him back for Playboys, but as far as him just being booked and busy and being on every show, absolutely not. That it did not work in his favor when it came to that. But that's the Benny Hanna reference because he was cheating on Maul while they was together. Maul exposed him. Maul called him out. Like it was a full-blown thing, y'all. Like when I say Maul went to hell, Maul went to hell. And y'all know Maul know how to read real good. And he gonna keep a receipt. He showed recordings of him and D. Scott talking the whole nine. Like he went off. So Ty doing the most. He is doing the most. Again, another one that to me should be eliminated early because he's just there. And I think they will probably eliminate him. Because he's doing a lot of talking, but you're not doing a lot of field work. And it's like getting the field to shut up. Honestly, so Landon ends up going to have like a one-on-one with him, telling him like to sit down. Y'all might mess up the equipment, this, that. Number one, to me, if that was not Jonathan People, Landon would have hit him. It's no day. I think a lot of them are holding back because of who he has in the background. Because I promise you, if Ty was not related to Jonathan or had no relations to Jonathan, he would have been smacked by now. He'd have been jumped. He'd have been got beat up. He would have been Khalil, number 2. Okay, I promise you that. I promise you. On a stack of Bibles, I promise you that. He would have been Khalil. I mean, yeah, he would have been Khalil by now. Not only that, the equipment thing. This is my thing when it comes to production. Y'all knew y'all wanted to have something at night. So when these people are going out their way, doing their job, giving me some entertainment, I don't really care about them messing up y'all stuff. These are the same people who was giving these BBO girls $20,000 and $30,000 to do nothing but stand around and be there. So equipment, shut up. I don't care. I don't mind. Let them knock down the light. Let them knock down a pole or two. And then y'all wanted to have this at night. Instead of y'all just going to y'all little dungeon territory that y'all usually go in and let them fight. So I don't care. So Ken ends up saying that Maul and his host, he want him right after Zeta. This is my thing. Why are we waiting to exhale on Zeta? I get it, you and Zeta had beef at the moment, but get your issue. It's giving Thorfinn from what is it called? Vinland Saga. Like, you keep wanting a regular duel where you gotta let everybody know, like, I want to fade head up. Like, if you want that, go and get that. Jump off the porch about it. We waiting on you to jump off the porch. It's too hesitant for me. It's like we gotta check one bitch at a time and we gotta go in that order. Like, no, jump off the porch and come on, Ken. Now. The boys went under hell. I don't know the word that they call under hell, but that's what it was at. So Ma and Cassie then just start, tearing each other. It was just sad to watch. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I be want to see them fade, but like the fact that he did the thing about the brother, the mama, it was hard to watch because they were the best of friends, and it's one thing to hear them talk about each other on the internet, but like them face to face reading each other, and I wouldn't even say that was reading for real, but like the fact that they was all just going below hell, like I said, below hell. It wasn't even hell no more, no air conditioning, it was below hell. The mama, the brother thing, like, both of them definitely went to the gutter with it, and I really hate that they had to take it there because, again, they was so close. So then that's when the brawl takes out. Now, Khalil started the brawl with Rich Zay. Anyways, bigger fish that needs to be fried. He gets jumped. Oh, well, I don't care. So then they, give me little snippets of everybody fighting. I'm like, why am I getting snippets? And I would say this too: security. It's the security, child. It's the security. Y'all got too many big ones. Okay, let's get some skinny minis up in here too, please. Thank you. We do not need all these big, strong Teletubby men. Okay, we don't need all of them. Cause they be surrounded. They like literally, if anything, put them on the opposite side. Like when everybody about to brawl and stuff, put them where the fence was. Okay, get their ass out of the way so I can at least see the fight for y'all. Say, break it up, before I can hear break it up. Let me at least see what's going on. And I know this day was hard for them cameramen. I know this was a hard day for the cameraman. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the cameraman because they was trying to do their job. So meanwhile, they got the Pop the Trunk crew coming in, the best duo. Honestly, for Mean Boys, I definitely think Man Man and Pootie need to be in there. Obviously, Man Man came with that energy for his confessional. He usually always come with that energy, especially now he ain't got really used to reading and doing his thing. So Man Man came with that energy. Pootie came with that energy as well. And you know what they came here to do? Pop the trunk, get down where they mad at, and get up in there. But no shade, back to the brawl, because that's what I came here to do. Hold the trunk, hold the poppy. Let's get back to this motherfucking riot. So let's start out with the first soccer-thon that was happening, which was Solo and Marty. On the ground, standing up, Marty, boom, 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 got up in there. Once they started taking him down to the ground, he did fold. But Solo, I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not gonna give you that because you was punching his legs. Like, be for real. And yes, he was pulling your hair because security trying to break y'all up. He trying to get you up off him. So he curled up a little bit and was pulling your hair and getting you up off him. Like, no shade. I definitely need to see y'all square up, head up, and not in the midst of chaos, to be honest. It was a lot going on. So this fade, I don't know who to give it to, but I will say Solo didn't think he ate like he played like he ate in them confessionals, because before they got on the ground, Marty was booted up, ready, got up in there. It was just once they got to the ground, baby, I don't know what happened. Then we get to Metro and Zeta. When I say Metro took Zeta where she didn't want to go, didn't want to go. Baby, when I tell you Metro, zoom through that bit, zoom through her. Okay, this was the definition of taking her where she didn't want to go. Baby, Zeta was hit to the table, hit to the chair, hit to the floor. I said, let go, Zeta, let go. Be free, be free, be free. Cause when I say Metro was in it. But I will give Zeta his props. He was like holding, like staying in there. I ain't gonna say keeping up, but staying in the fight. He was staying in the fight. But yeah, big loss. Moving on to Cashy versus Maul. Now, obviously, we wasn't able to see a lot of it, which I hate. What the hell y'all doing, cameraman? Get on it. But Ant is a real friend to Cashy. Like, when I say ride or die for him, ride or die, like that is a real, true friend. Like, very much a true brother. Now, boom, Ant seen that Cashy was getting jumped by Lil Arms. And honestly, I don't even think that these guys' hits was making or breaking anything, to be honest. That adrenaline was pumping so much, I'm sure Cashy did not even feel his hits. You know what I mean? So when Ant end up getting these guys, it was like, okay, get them. Now y'all go over there. Get the hell out of the way. Boom. Cashy and Maul, they fine. Even as they're standing, you could tell Cashy is putting everything he got into Maul's face. He is uppercutting the hell out of Maul. Now, mind you, when the whole brawl started and there was so much chaos, you did see Maul get like 2 punches on Cashy. Now, I don't know when they turned the camera and them uppercuts was cutting, was he still getting some licks on him? But I will say Cashy was taking his ass around the damn town. Boom, Maul ends up falling. Cashy fall on top of him. He said, he's choking him out. He punching him. He was like, he bleeding, but he's still in there with him. Because again, yes, there's a lot of anger built up. The brother, the baby, talking about the mama, everything, the whole nine. Like they fight for real. Like this is war right here. And like I told y'all before, Cashy had already had some issues with Maul and things that Maul was saying too. So I feel as though not only was it about the brother, but it was also like about how Maul would make Cashy feel, when it came to the whole Joyce and him situation, when it came to how he used to call him a bottom, just a lot of little slick stuff Maul used to say. I think a lot of it came from that as well. I definitely think, the peak was definitely the brother. The peak was the brother, but everything that built up to the brother comment as well. And I think it was just, it was a thing that Maul used to say little stuff out the way to him, and he probably, never said anything because they was close, they was cool, all of this. But it's kind of like your friend who be talking you crazy, be kind of treating you like you ain't nobody and thinking that, you afraid of them, you scared of them because you never say anything to them. But then when you finally stand up for yourself, you stand up for yourself big. That's what this more so gave me, just off the fact that, I knew all the details behind this fight. The fight really had more so to do to me on Cashy part with the build up. It was more of the build up because it took a lot of more build up on Cashy part. The brother, like I said, was the peak of it, but it was a lot more build up. On my part, yeah, it's about the son, but they always talk about his son. That ain't nothing new to him. They always talk about the son. But then, it was the stuff about the cousin and the mama and all that too. So, his build up is there, but to me, Cashy's was way longer. It was over a friendship extension as well, that he was feeling some type of way in the back end. So to me, that's why he fights so hard. Like I said, the brother is the peak. And yeah, they going back and forth about the mother, the brother, the baby mama, the baby situation. But like I said, it's way more to it than just that. Landon, see, that's why I told you I really don't care for Landon. You was ready to beat him anyway. Really? Really? But mind you, the same one who's supposed to get it with Khalil early on. Khalil was very skeptical about him, thinking that Landon was going to really play host. And then because he snuck Rich Zay, all of a sudden then you want to pop on him. That makes no sense in the world. Because if you really want to get your issue, why you didn't get your issue early on when you first seen him? You seen him before any of the other boys. You seen him before any of the other boys. And you talking about, oh, I already want to beat your ass anyway. Be for real. You was looking for a moment and you want to make it seem like you was riding for your house. I be seeing through Landon and his trickery. Baby, Ma look toe up. Ma look toe up. And it's not even giving the little boosie. I'm toe up. It ain't even giving the little Boosie I'm toe up. Baby, you thought he went to war, nigga, toe up. Boom, they bring the drone in. I said, and that's how you do it now. That's TV. That's how you do it. You better bring that damn drone up in here. That's how you do it. Now that's how you eat. Now that's how you eat. Bring that drone up in here. Ma so messed up. They had to help him sit down on the concrete. Like he is tore. He is tore. Pootie just got there already on timing. And y'all don't want to get him crash out of the year. We're gonna talk about that in another video. But he already on time. He just clocked in and ready to work. So he runs, lightning, gone, out of here. Gets to these guys, get to handling them. Baby, security can be in the way because I already know he got off where he was mad at and dimple that hoe. Boop, boop, pop, pop, pop. That's all you hear. And I know that's Pootie hands. I know these guys back on the ground. Why security taking JR like he finna go to jail is delusional. It's crazy because he wasn't doing that but standing there. Like, be for real. Like, if anything, he was helping y'all break the fights up. I don't know why security is on him so hard, but if anything, I think security, like, we don't want you in the midst of this. You T-Lo is white cousin. We don't want you in the midst of this. Just chill out. Just stand right here. Because it never gave. He was jumping at nothing. No shade. I'm glad Cassie went ahead and touched Ty. Ty talked too much to me and just need to be popped. Like, popped in the mouth. Shut up. Like, oh well. And I think honestly when Jonathan go back and watch it, he gonna see that his cousin really was the one who was provoking a lot of the stuff that came upon him. Zoom in on my face. Why do y'all keep giving me like a little slide, a little here, a little there? Give me the full face. Y'all don't mind nobody else's face, but y'all favorite, y'all vice president, y'all is not showing me full face, and that's pissing me off. Cause he bloody no rings. Bloody no rings though. You bloody no rings though. Zoom in. Thank you. Khalil get on the bus talking too much. Hush, high breath, out of breath, just doing it. Talking about some senior baddies. They did. And they conquered. They won. They told y'all ass up. House B tore through y'all. Metro's A down. Like, baby. The way House B tore through y'all was insane. The special guests ain't even been here that long and got the tan through y'all too. So yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. A tear was had. And not only that, once he turned around, look at Zeta face, Ma face, these guys' face. Them was the main ones who was getting tore through. And if anything, brotherhood, my brother. I ain't see Sheik jump in nothing. I ain't see Tay at all. JR, you seen he wasn't doing nothing. But security pulling him saying that this ain't got nothing to do with you. The only people who really was finer, quote unquote, having each other's back is Zay, Ma, D Sky, Khalil. But all that brotherhood, my brother, is not giving my brother in the field. In the field. It ain't giving my brother. He built like a kangaroo. You see him? Yeah, he tore right through you. But you really, honestly, no shade. You had no choice but to give him his props because you was bloody no rings. You had no choice because you knew you couldn't come up in there in the house, in the scene. Maybe in your confession you could say whatever. But in the scene, you knew in the scene you couldn't. No, you knew. You knew in the scene you knew somebody was gonna be like, right now, mom, look me in my face, mom. Come on now. Why was this guy and JR handing to each other? Was those condoms? Were those condoms? I need to know because I thought it was some Black in my house, but the way he flew off and the way these guys looking, seeing that the camera caught what he gave him, it gave condoms. Y'all getting active already? Y'all just got the brawling and now y'all ready gonna do what it do. Crazy. Just can't get enough, huh? Hosting all up in the field. It's the medic. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the one who be talking his talk. Yeah. Yeah. So hosting all up in the field. What up? You ain't want to get in no field. You are being forced in the field. And honestly, no shade to what Ann said. I don't The king fell. The king has fallen. Don't get me wrong. The king has fallen. But for real, for real, for real, for real, I will say in this particular situation, like I told y'all 1,001 times, Maul did not start this situation. Like I will say that, like he did not start the situation to be like quote unquote humbled. He really didn't. He really didn't. I feel as though if Cassie would have told, how he felt early on in their friendship, it really wouldn't have came to this. It really wouldn't have. I don't really feel as though in this particular situation, Maul need to be quote unquote humbled. Not in this particular situation, not in this one. But if we go off just fighting and how he is very sarcastic, he has super high self-esteem about himself when it comes to his skills, then sure, yeah, he can be humbled, by getting tore, whatever the case is. Everybody has their day, everybody has their person that whoops their ass and let them know, hey, you're not as Billy Badass as you thought you was. They do have those people, and that just comes with the politics and the job that they want to do. But I don't feel like in this particular situation that it gave like he need to be humbled or anything. I really not the circumstances. Not you bit the booty. And I ain't gonna lie, Zeta is a key. Tell me something. You too big, that booty too fat for you to not have did me worse. Sister, as y'all call each other, sister. I don't think you need worse, sister. Like, look at your face. Look at your face. Like the fact that y'all had to get medic done first. We had to take out the hair and all that. That lets y'all know, no, honey, house A lost. Like y'all lost. Big time. Like, look at y'all faces. Y'all faces alone, letting y'all know y'all lost. Like, no. And on no day do I think that Zeta is messing with Metro. Metro is going to fly through his ass again. And Zeta is so funny. He's so into the character. Y'all want to pull hair? Y'all want to pull hair? I want my hair making forward. Pull hair whole time. Solo said, hold on. Cut the camera shit. Don't. Bitch, I had to grow this shit out. Took 2 years, baby. Had to grow it out. Hold on. Let's not get too scissor happy. I don't know why JR needed them to put a name on who need to go home. I don't know why he needed him to do that because, I mean, yeah, you're not giving anything and you definitely need to go home, but be for real. You really think your house was talking about you? Y'all doing this house versus house thing. Why would they need to put a name on it? You obviously know that he's talking about the person who knocked his ass out. Not only that, shout out to Now That's TV. They put a BB song in it, when everything was going on. I forgot to bring that up. But you see, they still honoring that man. That's cool. I really like that they did that. JR and Ty just need to go and fight it out. They've been bumping heads ever since they met each other. Again, like I said, I don't know why JR even asked that question. JR, you're not doing anything. But regardless, you're not going home because you're related. Like, be for real. And no shade. No shade. I hate how they keep bringing the relatives. Like, Sway was on the show. JR is on the show. At this point, then T-Lo would be on the show. I need y'all to stop trying to be Cass back. Chasing Cloud, please. Thank you. Now, boom, Shinx ends up putting Solo's extensions on him. Mind y'all know this goes back. Well, this is referring to Bad Boys season 2. Jonathan versus what's your name? And I liked him. I actually liked him. Rio, yes. Jonathan versus Rio. When Jonathan took the boy hair, and mind you, Shinx was there. He was at the party with Jonathan. So that's another thing that makes this so iconic. The fact that he has replayed it out. He don't have no head or nothing, but obviously referring back to that moment. I think it's crazy how Ty is focused on Ken, the men like that. Like, he focused on him so hard. Ken this, Ken that. Me and Ken real Dallas. Well, Ken ain't that Dallas. So what y'all gonna do about it? Because I know they used to talk, but, they don't talk no more. So, like, dang, you still want him or something? Like, let me know. Now, Shinx is messy, 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 messy. So, allegedly, this some time back. Now, let me take y'all to this time. Around this time when JR and Mac was allegedly fooling around or together, this is when Ivory had this Zeus. So this is when Isaiah had, moved over to Stunner Girls Network. And he was trying to do South Central reunion or something like that. He was trying to do and bring all them folks over. And Ivory had, announced her loyalty to Now That's TV. So allegedly, this was around that time in the Now That's TV universe, world, whatever. This is around that time that I did hear that Mac and JR was talking, going together, whatever. Mind you, another word on the curve and on the side of the road and on the corner behind the liquor store, they were saying that Mac was only using JR for spots on shows. Like, mind you, JR used to work in production. If y'all go back to Young and Reckless season 1, you will see him a lot of times with production. You will see JR through a lot of these shows when it came to production. He was miking people up, stuff like that. Like, he was doing a lot behind the scenes. So they were saying that Mac allegedly was using JR to get on shows and stuff like that, talking to him, and he would, tell him about upcoming shows and all that type of stuff, because he wasn't making no money with Now That's TV. It kind of dried up. They stopped calling after a little while. So he, was trying to get back in their good graces, trying to see what's the next show they was gonna pick up and start filming so he could be on it. But all that's alleged. Like I said, word around the curve, down the street behind the liquor store at Ray Ray's grandma's house. So the boys are loving the houses that they staying in. No shade. I don't really mind them recapping what happened because so much happened. Get in there, like, recap it off. I don't mind it. It's giving like we had a ball, bitch. We had a ball. Like, let's talk about it all night long, because that's how me and my best friends is. Like, bitch, we gonna talk about it like 3 or 4 times that night. Okay, we're gonna keep recapping. We're gonna start reenacting in the whole shebang. Boom. So Ken going to everybody. He's saying whatever he's saying in his house. He like, oh, Rize, you owe me some socks. Metro, I didn't know y'all done. Metro said, get in the field. Like, baby, I'm in the field. I don't have time to be think about where you at. Get in the field. He calls out Cash. He like, you tall fucking giraffe. You the one who cracked all this off. So far, who do I believe is taking home the money? We got the money. We got the money. I think Cashy, no shade. Cashy or Rize. Cashy, Rize, maybe even D Scott or Zeta, honestly. It goes for any of those 4 currently. So let's move on to Landon and Pootie. So mind you, again, and I've said this before and he said it as well, Landon was making a lot of phone calls before they all seen each other in person. He was copping pleas because, as y'all know, the last time we seen him on a show, he was getting scared. Pootie was running all the fades for him. He was talking about Pootie in the confessionals, on live, saying how Pootie's so stupid. He had Pootie running on his face, all this, all that. So now that, him and Pootie is in the flesh, again, like Pootie said, he was copping pleas because he had already knew Pootie had asked for waiting for him right in there in the back of the stove. I don't blame Pootie for need to go, get Landon, because Landon definitely didn't have his back. Hopefully Pootie ain't too tender where he'll crash out behind Landon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But you just never know when it comes to Pootie. Now, mind you too, before Playboys had filmed, Landon and Gigi had just broke up. And this was quote unquote for good. They had literally just broke up. So it gave more so to me, like, before we see the show, on the outside looking in and knowing the information I knew, it gave Pootie was Landon's rebound more so, but Pootie didn't mind because, Pootie had his man and Pootie just, was here to play with Landon, have a little good time with Landon, then not be stunned Landon after. That's, what it gave. But to me, I definitely think that Landon had just got out of his relationship. He wanted to have a good time. Pootie was right there. Pootie was available. He ain't dealt with Pootie before, so it's kind of like, well, I want to keep dealing with Pootie because I know Pootie gonna show me a good time. I know Pootie care about me. I know Pootie want to be with me, or not even want to be with me, but I know Pootie gonna fool around with me, and it's not gonna be nothing. He can fool around me. Then after we get done, I can go deal with somebody else. He know, like, Pootie really don't care what he do. Now, I don't know if they really actually do or did eliminations. Y'all know they always say eliminations, eliminations. They just got here so early to be doing eliminations. But now that's TV full of it because they'll say eliminate, eliminate, and nobody goes home. But that's why I think Ken was looking kind of crazy because him out of everybody is the only one who ain't touched nobody yet. And I mean, he said he was hitting, he jumped in the jumps, but as far as like a one-on-one fade, he ain't gave that yet. So I think that's why he was looking a little crazy. Now, mind you, JR is having a one-on-one with Maul. We already discussed him and what he talked about with Maul and Cashy. But let's then talk about the shade that he threw to Kobe. Now, mind y'all, on season 2 of Playboys, Kobe had popped up at the New Orleans like parade or on the script or whatever. He popped up there. So to me, JR being funny, he being messy, saying like, we don't need you to pop back up. If you gone, you gone. That's shade to Kobe. I think that's so funny. Cause if you not thinking about it, it'll miss you because ain't nobody really stunned what he talking about. But that's shade to Kobe. So we meet Robo. His energy is lit. His energy lit. I love the bleach blonde. He handsome, real handsome. Now they really didn't say much about Robo. I'm not gonna lie to you. They didn't say much about him. So I don't know what he giving. I don't know how many times he got in the field, if he did or if he didn't get in the field. They really didn't say too much about Robo, but he did make his grand entrance. Now I think they was lit. They was turned to see him, but it was so late and they had gave so much energy already to the fades. It's like once he came in, they had energy, but the energy wasn't as loud as how Zeta, had his entrance. I think Robo came in, he was on good energy, but he didn't wake it up. We I don't know, like when Zeta came in, Zeta woke it up. Zeta was like on time and like right now, da 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 da. He was on that, but Robo just came in like chill, north side. You know what I'm saying? He repping where he at. So Pootie and Landon, I can't believe the video almost an hour, y'all. Like, what was I talking about this whole time? But Pootie and Landon have a sit down. It's the long table. It's the Sunny D on the table. It's all just taking me. And like Pootie said, you're not gonna apologize about love and war. That's what he need to be apologizing for, not the social media antics. What happened on Love and War? Because you really tried to embarrass Pootie for real, but really it just showed that Pootie is a warrior. He's loyal to who's loyal to him, and he can stand on his own. And he don't pick and choose. Win, lose, draw. He gonna get out there and fight. He's not scared of no bitch. No bitch. He's not scared of nobody. Not only that, how you gonna apologize then try to force me to apologize? No, boo. And I'm not gonna lie, no shade. Y'all was not the most anticipated fade. Like, no, y'all was not. And Landon Frost definitely was doing damage control because of the backlash that he got. Very much so. He wanted to talk to him on camera and address him on camera and clean up his image. Landon is very image conscious, baby. He's very image conscious. Yeah, he was just trying to clean it up because everybody, even people who stopped watching because no shade, Love and War was definitely whack. And my views started going down. Once I see my views started going down, I was getting tired of it too. But I had to just stick up in there. But it was a hard watch. It was a hard watch because at one point it was all about Ant, and ain't nobody stunned Ant. And not only that, Ivory too. The transition in Ivory, seeing her on Zeus versus Now That's TV, it was really hard to watch these two different, basically people on two different networks. It was really hard to watch her. He is trying to manipulate Pootie, and he knows how to manipulate Pootie. He knows that. He already know that. And he did agree to, if Pootie fight, he fight. And tell me something, but you ain't always jump in every time I fought. When Pootie got to Love and War, you stopped fighting. No shade. Pootie was fighting for you and him. He was fighting all your stuff. And the only time you jumped in is when it was targeted towards Ant. Who was fucking Ant? He was not playing on your intelligence. You are a liar, and you was trying to manipulate him, and you was trying to manipulate us as the fans. He wasn't playing with your intelligence. You was trying to manipulate everybody, and everybody seen that you was a coward and that you had Pootie running all your face for you. Pootie wasn't trying to manipulate nothing. Pootie had called you out for you playing as though you was gonna do this, you was gonna do that, you was gonna get up where you was mad at, but you never got up where you was mad at. Now, next episode, we get some more Pootie and Landon, and then Takari finally comes in. Takari has been very anticipated. I mean, baby, Takari has laid. He's getting around. Round and round he go. He get around. Okay, at this point, he need to drop the video to that. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. You know what it is. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know, I know what it is. We all know that I post frequently. Come on, y'all. Acapella style head. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow or Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Get in here. Without further ado, let's go get into Dollhouse final episode. Now we are on our final episode of Dollhouse. It has came to an end, y'all. It has came to an end, which is crazy to me. Because I feel like we just got it. They did 15 episodes, which I think is a good number. You know, we don't want to overdrag it now. We don't want to overdrag it. The last episode definitely was a banger. In my opinion, it was real good. Now, what they messed up to me is when they let the girls go a cappella for like the last 30 minutes. I was like, okay. Some of it was very drawn out. A lot of the girls was long-winded. I wanted them to kind of get to the point because I'm like, all right, how much longer are we gonna talk about this? But you know, hey, go off. Now that TV wanted to give us an hour for the last episode, and I love that for me. Like I told y'all before, the reunion is coming up for the girls. So with the reunion coming up and the panels that they've had, oh baby, it seems as though business is gonna be stood on. And no shade, I definitely feel as though this episode showed that Akasha was only needed for the ending. Very much so. Akasha was only needed for the ending. And obviously, if she would have been there from the beginning, she would have had a similar experience to Joyce, in my opinion, because she messy and all that stuff too. As much as everybody want to say, oh, Joyce is so messy, Joyce wasn't a good host, Akasha wouldn't have been a good host either, in my opinion. She wouldn't have been a good host either. Like that, when she get turned up, she get lit, she get to playing manipulation games and all that kind of stuff too. Just because she's older doesn't mean that she's more wiser. It just means that she's older, honestly, in my opinion. Let's see what else I want to say. Want to talk about Akasha before we get it started. I forgot Sydney was even on the show, to be honest. When they brought her confessional up, I said, oh, she gonna go to the reunion? Hopefully not. No shade. Sydney didn't really give us much of anything for the show. She was hilarious, but we all know Sydney, all she gonna do is fall and we gonna get dragged somewhere. I'm kind of tired of seeing that. No shade. I really don't want to see that. Jelani was called out for being messy and being two-faced, and they did say that on the panel. When I do watch the panels, when they not, going off and telling each other business, certain little snips you gonna get of certain things that was said and known behind the scenes. And Jelani being messy was definitely one of those things that the girls talked about behind the scenes, being two-faced, playing in everybody's face, stuff like that. Also too, I want to touch on, what is that girl name? JB's. Okay, JB's definitely came in, turned it up, but she calmed down very quickly. Very quickly, she calmed down. And I feel as though ever since Kenzie had went home, she got her rocks off. And I get it, like, she don't have any more phase. So she just was kind of there at that point. But even though, she was kind of there this episode, I definitely feel like she woke it up when she first got there. Now, we start off the episode with Jelani and Makayla getting their rounds. Obviously, we seen that the rounds did not work in Jelani's favor. Maybe y'all give her that second round. I don't know. I feel like the second round was kind of weak because Makayla just walked off, was like, I'm not fighting no more. I'm like, really? Like, y'all destroyed this girl's stuff. You gonna get out there for Joyce? Hey, get that girl her rounds. Like, it's not that hard. Give her rounds. I'm more so on this last confession look that Jelani had. I feel like it ate way more than her first one. Why did they not put this second one up because she looks cute. Like Jelani looks so cute in this second one. The first one was alright, but the second one ate. I feel like a lot of the girls' second looks ate down more so than they first confessional looks. And I definitely agree with Akasha. Like, regardless of them running the fade, her stuff does still have Dawn dish soap on it. And Joyce definitely need to be completed behind that Dawn dish soap. Like, very much so. Like, figure it out. I definitely think that people's items should be off limits, regardless of the beef or whatever. Don't touch my shit. Now, Akasha, definitely highlighted the fact that Jelani was out here discussing her. And a lot of people have said that Jelani is not as real as she played like she is, to be or whatever. So she ends up saying, she had to go turn Jelani up real quick so something can go in her favor. But Karma came back on her ass real quick as well, though. As much as, she was putting a battery in somebody else's bag, somebody was putting the battery in somebody's bag to get her ass. But I would say this too, for Akasha to expose her hand in the confessional to say that she know what she has to do to get Jelani turned up. If I'm Jelani, I'll watch you now, because it seems as though you see that I'm easily persuaded by your words, and with that you take that, you taking advantage of that and you run with it depending on my state of mind. So she need to watch that. So Joyce goes in Jelani's room again, and she basically just take everything that was on the counter and throw it down. All right, now you getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie to you, because like, what do you gain by continuing to do something to this girl's stuff? Now mind you, this time she ain't putting it on it, but she did go in the bathroom and just basically took her full arm and just threw everything down. Like, first of all, that's dirty, that's unsanitary. Like, people have to do their confessionals, they last looks, they confessional looks, not confessional looks, they intro looks and all this and that. And that's just nasty. Like, back up. You doing too much. Just all right. Now, when it comes to Joyce fading Jelani, I think that was the best thing for her to do. Your best friend got socked with a heel, and that's big stuff. Like, in my personal opinion, if my best friend got socked with a heel, I'm gonna get that behind my best friend. Like, obviously, if it was something petty, something stupid, no, it's not that serious. But getting socked with a heel, the girl I messed up, the girl walking around here with these big glasses, I got them glasses too. Like, yes, iconic, Kim K. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. A real friend would ride behind a friend, especially if they got socked in the face with a heel. Like, be for real. She supposed to do that. Now, for Joyce to say that Jelani ain't had no storyline, if you really ask me, you was everybody's storyline. If we just being honest, Joyce was all the girls' storyline. The storyline was you, babe, the host. And same with Trini. Her second confessional look is love the makeup, love the black, love the pink wig. Like, this is what I'm talking about. The second confessional look should have been the first. Every time Jelani go to production and be like, Joyce messed up my stuff, or my stuff just got messed up, they all like, who, how, what, how your stuff got messed up? It's like, are y'all ever in the rooms? What are y'all doing? Setting up the next fight scene? Like, what are we talking about? Every time Jelani say, oh, my stuff got messed up, she gotta run me there. Who gotta run you there? She like, Joyce gotta run me. Oh, what they like, production is just always blindsided. Now, mind y'all, they go to first round. Jelani ends up spit. I hate when the girls spit, but okay, just vibe. So she ends up spinning to make Joyce move. And one thing Joyce did was move. It was given, I like the way you move. Da-dum-dum. So boom, Joyce ends up getting Jelani to fall. I don't know how she made Jelani fall, but Jelani hit the floor. When she hit the floor, I paused, world stop, don't carry on. I said, boom, Jelani is over with, you about to lose. But then Joyce fall. I said, carry on. Boom. They both on the floor. Pow, 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 bing, pow, boom, pow, pow. Jelani then gets up. She took this opportunity to get up off her back. She said, I'm going to show you something real quick. You want to play with my shit? You want to hit my stuff? You want to touch my gout, bitch? You want to come up in here and touch my makeup? You want to put my stuff on the floor? You want to mess up my outfit? Boom, boom, boom. Hits for dear life. I said, this definitely did not give lit back for the bestie. No shade, bestie. You might want to come run your own fade, because Joyce definitely got tore right then. Jelani's going, yeah. I don't give a my love. I don't give a my baby. I'm a dog. Like Jelani ate. So they go to second round. And baby, before we even get into the fight, let me tell you something. Akasha is a real deal mother. A real deal mother. Because baby, this gave my child just got to finance school and the bully want to still fight her, you know, when they get off the bus and the bully felt like they needed that. And I make my child go and get out there. Fight. Fight. Because if you don't fight her, you're going to fight me. That's very much what it gave. So, boom, Jaylani and Joyce get into it. They get to rumbling. Baby, when I tell you, this was a good fade. This fade was real good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It definitely gave time. Both of the girls was up in there. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm picking Jaylani. Even though Joyce was pulling her hair, ripped her hair out her scalp, Jaylani was up in there. When I say she was the one moving backwards the whole time, and the whole time still was able to punch, keep her head up, the whole nine. Joyce is using everything she got to fight Jaylani. She using legs, she using feet, she using fists, she using arms, she using pulling hair. Like, she is doing the most. At one point, I even seen her titties in Jaylani. I said, oh my God, girl, like, you just getting everything to hit Jaylani. But like I said, overall, I feel like Jaylani won. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She kept her head up. She was punching. Like, she really wasn't pulling hair. She was coming from the shoulders. Joyce was coming from the shoulders too. Joyce do fight real wild, and she will, you know, bulldoze into you to go and get you. But Jaylani was able to maneuver through all that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give Jaylani her props. It's been Jaylani's season. No shade. When it comes to the doll who really came in there and set that bit on fire, it's been Jaylani. Jaylani been doing her thing since day one. She came in with the energy, letting it be known she wasn't nobody to play with, and don't count her out. And it's definitely been her season. I'm gonna give Jaylani her one. Like, through the whole season, Jaylani been putting belt to ass. So Joyce goes back upstairs, basically calling Akasha out, saying that Akasha didn't need that from Michaela. She was like, she didn't need that from Michaela. She duck and smoke. Akasha said, oh, but when I hear my name, I get to running, cause hold up, small. So she goes to the door. Bitch, you know I ride. Bitch, I ride. Oh no, I ride. That's what I do. Oh no, if she need that, tell her ask me, cause I give it to her. Bitch, you know I ride. So they go that first round, and all I hear is Akasha saying, you know I ride. Come on, you know I ride. Immediately to the floor. I said, now what happened to you ride? I thought you ride. What happened? She get up, she shake it off. She talking about, you know, I do this. Come on. Let's like go to the next round. You know, not making it a big deal. It was what it was. She like, come on. Now, this second phase, was hard to watch. Mind y'all, we ain't seen Michaela fight 1,001 times. So we kind of know her antics. To the floor. Put him to the floor. No, ma'am. This was different. This was personal. She kneeing the girl, knee high, like clang. She kneeing the shit out of Akasha. Knee the hell out of her. That bitch took the back of her neck, arm on neck. She took the back of that girl's neck and just got the upper. This is the year uppercut. I'm telling you, I've never seen Now That's TV in my, almost 2 years of doing this. I've never seen this many people do uppercuts. I think Casalea started this foundation of uppercuts. I really do. Because ever since I've seen her do the uppercuts, I feel as though this has been a year of uppercut. This is the uppercut season, okay? Uppercut year. So Michaela takes her, one arm on neck, one hand on neck, and gets to uppercut, cutting the dog out of Akasha. I mean, uppercut her for old, new, and beyond. The uppercuts is so mighty, like she, And mind you, it's all these men right here who are supposed to be security, who are watching her uppercut this girl for dear life. I'm like, break it up. It's no way. It's no way the Barnstein Bear securities is just watching this girl get uppercutted like that. Like, when I tell you, I need me a Michaela on my team. I need it. I said I need it. Because the way she was taking Okasha through there, Okasha was not right. Okay? She was parked. Parallel. And you could tell that Akasha forgot for a moment that she was in a fire. I really think that she was in shock by how Michaela was taking her through there. Bloody no rings. Bloody no rings. Straight knuckle action. Cause that right there went in but knuck. If you buck, like, very much. All you see is the BBL movie. All you see is funky on the booty. Cause, like, I think it do say funky, but that's all you see on the booty is the F and the U and the K and the Y. Okay? That's all you see. The booty doing more movement than the hands. I like Okasha's second confessional look. Like I said, all the second confession looks eat. The first one's is ugly to me. But no, no, shut up. She did not trip you at all. You fell on an imaginary rock or something. You fell and she started digging up in you. No. We're not gonna say that she tripped you because you didn't trip. Remember, you were riding. We're not gonna do that. Stop it. Girl, Akasha. Bloody no rings. Bloody no rings. Seen it? It came out. Bloody no rings. Like, baby. Michaela was acting like she fighting for her freedom or something. What's going on? Now I'm looking at the white couches. Is anybody else looking at the white couches? Because I know whoever the owner is pissed about their white couches. And I do believe at one point everybody was scared. Like, mind you, when Akasha did get up, it gave like she was about to fall out. I ain't gonna lie to you. It gave that she was about to fall out. That's why they wanted her to sit down, because it was like, ooh, you losing too much blood. Even though she really wasn't that much. Just a lot of, little specks of blood. But it was like shocking. I don't think, they've seen that much blood on now this TV. Like, at that, like, not like that. Okasha is really trying to take it under the chin because she's embarrassed. Like, don't get me wrong. Usually people lean into the embarrassment. She's not trying to. She's like, it's okay. It's good. I fight. She got that. Like, no. Let the embarrassment sink in. We don't want you to take it like a champ. Take it like a loser. You lost. I don't want you to take it like a champ and just charge to the game. I don't want that. I want you to get mad. I want you to be like, I lost. I want the shenanigans. I don't want you to be nice about it. I don't want you to take it up under the chin. Ugh, boring. Get mad. Cry about it. Show me your baddest bitch. First of all, let me say this. Okasha on the music. Got him. Like, all she needed was a platform. Because let me tell you something. That stank walk. Hey, stank walk. First of all, baby, let me tell you, I had to keep going back. Because the song had me stank walk, bow, stank walk. Like, let me say this. I don't care about the age thing when it comes to Akasha, because let me tell you something. She has the bangers, okay? All she needed was a platform. Very much so. I love this. Like, when I say stank walk, 8. I ain't even care about the girls doing the walking out. Girls, get out the way. Give me that. Honestly, I wasn't even stunned. No shade. Shade here. Barbie and Persuasion looked at a mess. I hated Persuasion's outfit, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Everybody who wasn't of the cast 8. They looked good. They looked really good. I love the looks. And again, I just love the song. Stank walk. Hey, stank walk. Now, that was my favorite part. The chorus just 8. Like, when I tell y'all, screaming Okasha's music, screaming it. Because the stank walk part, immediately, as soon as I heard the stank walk, hey, stank walk, I got the jamming. Like, I don't care nothing about it. She eats with this music stuff. All she needed was a platform. The girls then give us some love. Give it to us, whatever. Boom. Obviously, my favorite here, Ari, is voted best doll, as she should be. Stank wall, stank walk, stank walk. Hey, hey, stank walk, stank walk. Very much deserved. As y'all know, they had counted Ari out, but baby, never count a real bad out because she ate down. Ari does it well. She's amazing. And it was well deserved. Oh, I will say this. Why did they not show the Armand podcast? Because that was not on this episode. And I watched the whole thing through. I was excited to see them and Armand get to, gagging. I don't know why they didn't show that. I definitely want them to come out and say why or where is it located so I can watch it. So the girls get on the bus and they basically is just letting it be known that Joyce was stirring the pot with all of them, and they were just getting some things corrected. It was a lot of confusion in the air. And I really was looking like YG, like, girl, this y'all last day. Go home. Who cares? Like, whatever she said, and y'all ain't got no issues with each other. Like, it is what it is. Oh, okay. I did listen a little more to it. Okay, with the whole podcast thing to go see Armand. Obviously, y'all see Armand is a big deal. Obviously, because everybody wanted to sit with Armand. Even though it didn't go a lot of their ways from the little snippet, from some of the girls that they did pick. I guess Persuasion and Barbie feel like they was gonna be big topics. They were, but too, it is new dolls here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it is new dolls here who are doing what need to be done. And I definitely said this in one of my reviews or one of the episodes I did about the dolls. The new dolls, they was ready. Like, a lot of them was more so ready to be put on camera and was on it. Barbie, Persuasion, Kenzie, they're still getting themselves together when people are, a lot of the other girls are already like a finished product. And to an extent, like, no shade, we've heard about Persuasion, we've heard about Barbie. They're trying to open more doors and more opportunities for these other girls. See, that's my thing when it comes to this. Everybody want the show, but they all still want to be acknowledged as like the beginners of the show, which I understand that. But to an extent, when then it expands and opportunities are to other people that's not you, then that's when people start looking crazy, irritated, mad at the world. And it definitely be like that. All right, so the last really more so was the girls saying goodbye. Bye. The girls gonna see each other at the reunion. We're gonna talk about who gonna get each other at the reunion. I just don't feel like is that serious. Bria said a whole bunch of stuff. She was long-winded as ever. I was like, okay, Bria, come on. Let's go. Stank walk, stank walk, stank walk. You know what I'm saying? Wrap it up. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Honestly, Dollhouse was amazing to me. I definitely feel like, I'm glad they finally put it out. It took forever for them to put out, but it was well worth it. They got a lot of good viewership. I'm sure it expanded the network, expanding people's views and everything like that. So I'm happy. Jaylani will be back. Jaylani's gonna be back. Pookie's gonna be back. Ari's gonna be back. Bria's gonna be back. Michaela for sure is gonna be back. I definitely think Swayana could stay home. London was cute in her confessionals. London can stay home though. London, Jaden, whatever your name is, Jada, I think, stay home in jail. I think she just got released not too long, but jailbird, stay home. Shyla, if Shyla do not look better by the time they do auditions, don't bring her back. No shade, stay at home. I can't think of nobody else. Swayana was like a big one, and London to me was like a big one to stay at home. Other than that, the girls did what needed to be done. It was a good season. Rocky in the beginning, but once they got that storyline together, it was good. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody definitely played their part. Trini don't need to come back either. Sick of you just being there in the corner. Stank walk off the set. Thank you. But that's it, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions down in the comment section about Dollhouse. Bye. Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. You know what it is, baby. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. Come on, say it with me. What? Collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaving, we doing a ducky bound or ducky yo into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my what? Patreon. All right, y'all, come without further ado. Let's go get into this beautiful, beautiful video. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna step through it. Bow. We're gonna step through it because the final episode was long overdue. No shade. Like at this point, come on. Hurry up. Tired of seeing the same people get beat up every 5 minutes. Okay. But this was definitely like a remix. No shade. This was definitely a remix. It gave very much so Ferrari, just with more money. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I can't tell you why the girlies are always looking for somebody to catch a fade for them. I don't know why. It's something, it's a complex thing. It's like once you're the head, it's like, okay, my little minions, when I need you, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. And when they don't, they be looking crazy. But I'm just like, just because you the head in charge don't mean that people then are going to go out their way to fight for you. I think that's insane that Natalie Ferrari or any other boss or host, CEO or whatever the case is always looking for somebody to catch a fade for them. I think that's ridiculous. So we start off with Dolly trying to get Scotty. Obviously, y'all know they not finna let that happen. It's Lemmy lying on the live talking about, oh, Scotty, don't be overly secure. Scotty goes out there, she does her job, she getting the pain. She doesn't get special privileges. Please, nigga, don't lie to my face. Don't spit and call it rain. We know that you're not going to allow Scotland to be touched, but hopefully they have her stay out for Baddies USA because honestly, I don't want her around. No shade. I'm sick of her. Boom. So Diamond then pulls the lever, Crunk. Pulls that bitch. Boom. Come here. Ah, got him. Got him. Got that wig. The wig is gone. The wig is out of here, okay? When I tell you Natalie was doing a lean back. She was doing a lean back. She was doing a back up bender, okay? She was baptized. We fall down. And Natalie didn't get up. I mean, she didn't know what roller coaster that she was about to get on. So mind y'all, Natalie playing like she want to fight her. She like, come on, Diamond, come on. I'm sick of you, bitch. I'm sick of you. Obviously not too sick of her. So she tells Pretty Pete, get her, whoop her, beat her up, sneak her, show her that you're fake, get her. Pretty Pete said, I'm blind to what you're saying. Can't hear, can't see, can't speak no evil. What are you talking about? She said, oh, you don't want to get her? I got some for that. Clock it, bitch. Noted. Irritated with the world. Now, let me tell you something. I seen maybe Sunday morning before the show even came out, like Natalie was going up on Instagram Live. Let me tell you something. Because I feel like at this point, and really this season, I see the marketing, I see the antics that Natalie be doing. It's like, not every week, but damn near every week, she or Lemmy find something to market Zeus. So all of a sudden, you go on a rant talking about Pretty Pete, talking about Diamond. You're all of a sudden just going on these rants that are marketed on certain days, knowing the blog pages that y'all pay are gonna post them and be like, this is what Natalie said, da da da, and I hate the marketing because it's just so thirsty. Because obviously, the views have went down. If they gotta go this hard, and if Natalie herself has to fly on the internet to keep drama going, the views is low. The views is low. It's one thing for Ivory or DTB to get on the internet and get to talking. Mind you, they even got Lex talking this season. I don't even remember Lex talking that much last season. Reviewing the shows and all that. Like, I feel like you barely seen Lex on the internet like that. Summer, you seen on the internet. You seen Ivory on the internet. You seen DTB on the internet. But, you know, the views is low. The views is low. They kept, oh my God, this was one of the best seasons. Y'all know it definitely was not one of the best seasons. Maybe it was the best season because you were on it and you felt like you did your thing. But this definitely wasn't a great season, in my opinion, of the show. So Natalie pissed. She run out the set. She like, it's over. It's done. I'm sick of you. All you all can get it. I never want to fuck with none of you bitches anyway. Losers. When I say you move just like that. When I say you move, bitch. You know, she pissed. Mind you, pissed. She thought she had some puppets on the screen. Mind you, someone coming out there checking on her. She like, no, you should have hit her. Don't check on me, bitch. Hit that out. Tavi then, you know, sees that she didn't do anything to help Natalie. So I feel like she wanted to show the cameras like, oh, I got Natalie back. I did say something to Diamond, but girl, shut up. Like, hope they definitely don't bring you back. You only doing all this because y'all know Natalie wanted y'all to do something. You didn't put your hands on Diamond. So really, you being like, you shouldn't have did that, B, don't count. Because you basically did nothing. You didn't run up. You didn't do anything. None of y'all did anything. All y'all just stood there. But that's what Natalie get. Because see, you always is like, oh, so house meeting, get in the paint. And you know, when Scotty told you to get in the paint last season, you was like, I'm the CEO. I have to stay neutral. That's how all the other girls feel. They feel like they got to stay neutral. That's not their beef. So Natalie rolls the window up on top. Why would you not move? Why would you never do that, Tommy? Because, boss, bitch, shut up. Enough. You won't be back. Last season for you. Get out of that face. Like, she did not care. Like, she was like, she took it personal that they did not move for her. Nelly said, and you told me, well, no, boss, I didn't, no excuses, bitch. Like, Nelly was on one. And Nelly's so manipulative. Shut up. After all I done for you, like, she don't care what's coming out of Tommy's mouth. When she say jump, you only to say how high. That's the message. Shut up, get in the field, go hit her. How did you stand on business for her, Tavi? Like, Tavi at that point walked away. I didn't get no bag, I didn't get no chain. You definitely got a Baddies chain, but no shade. Y'all up here, I didn't get no chain, I didn't get no bag. Girl, give me some more coin. I can't do nothing too much with no bag. Okay, that same $1,200 that you dropped on that bag, put that towards my check. Thank y'all. Okay. Send it to me as a gift. So Mr. Sam won't try to take none. Thank y'all. Like, what are we talking about? Like, cause no. Tavi, that did not touch your heart. Stop lying, girl. You just want to be on Nelly good side so you can come back the next season. And you're not. And no shit, I gotta get this on my chest. Tavi always making a scene about her. Like, it's always about her. Like, girl, nobody be stung you. Okay, let me tell y'all. Let me show y'all how Scotty started being manipulative in scenes. Like, when her voice get to cracking and go up, that's that victim stuff. She's used to playing that role. You are not standing up for yourself. You are causing problems. You are causing issues that you know that won't be solved because they're not gonna make you fight. And that's why, like, I'm not gonna even stay on her long, but I want Scotty to be up out of here. I'm sick of her. Like, just date Lemmy and never come back. Like, just date him and get out of our face because we don't need you on the show at this point. I want Roller to shut up. I kind of skipped through a lot of this stuff because, as y'all know, they literally just talk everything through. We're going to get the same scene 8 and 9 times throughout the episode. So, Rolly ends up saying that her, Scotty, and Diamond don't be looking for storylines. Yes, the hell y'all do. Even though y'all OGs and to an extent, Scotty and Rolly's spot is secure, and they know they're going to come back every season, Y'all be looking for storylines too. Y'all be chasing clout just like the rest of them. Like, don't sit up there and lie like that. And honestly, with Latina, Natalie brought you to fight DTB. So if anything, you were the lapdog that was supposed to fight DTB once Natalie got pulled. You didn't do your job, so we know we won't see you again. So the girls get to the house. Scotty wrapping up her hair, playing like she's finna fight. Girl, you know you're not about to fight, so shut up. DTB told her, so I'm gonna jump in for Scotty. I said, okay, trying to secure her next season. She know who the real boss up in the building is. When I tell you Lex is so funny, Lex said, I don't want Dolly to fight no more. I'm gonna take her fate. You step down. You step down. If you hear Lex saying bitch the whole time in the fight, just know she taking a girl through there. You hear bitch. She's taking her. She's dog walking her. No leash. So first round, y'all seen it. Lex got it. Tore Fauna. Fauna love to fall. We fall down that ass bitch. Like, I mean, always falling. Get up. So Fauna wanted her water. She's nigga, give me my water. She ends up throwing some water on Lex, obviously. Then she like, you know what? My water break is over. Let me get that. When I say from the spine, when she said she was sick of her, y'all know them is the famous words. If somebody say I'm sick of you, you know they at they motherfucking whips in with a bitch. I'm sick of you, whips in. Boom, she getting Lex. Lex is even shocked in the fight. Lex is like, whoa, this bitch is hitting my face. What's going on here? Then you see Kay Reekin go down, get Summer. Summer is just thrown off. Then you see Cold Killer get Dolly. I'm like, okay, unity and unite. I will say this though. Cole got out of her fight real quick. Dolly started them uppercuts. That girl just walked off. I said, yeah. You should have just ambushed her. When you seen Kay go up, you should have just bow. It's like you kind of waited on her to square up, so she had a little time to get herself together. You ain't really sneak her. Girl, Lex had to take a scroll. She's in shock if somebody finally got with her program. Like, after 1,000 times that her and Fauna have fought, this is really Fauna's first time, like, to me, giving Lex a wet belt. Like, very much so. Lex was so in shock that she had to go take a walk. You ain't even seen her face because you knew Fauna really was up in there. Like, she's having to go through the motion in her head of why it just didn't work in her favor that particular time. My thing is, when it comes to Natalie, she has to sit down with Amber Glasses, bitch. Natalie don't like Diamond, but she know Diamond is talented. She know Diamond brings her money. Diamond is her bottom bitch. You know, if we just being honest. And she hates that her bottom wants to be the top. She hates that. And the thing about it is, like, it's a collective effort for this show to be as hot as it is. And, you know, with you want to also be a castmate instead of being behind the scenes, you got to understand sometimes you being a castmate is not always going to work out in your favor. And everybody's not going to be around here just so grateful for the opportunity. Like, I definitely feel as though when Diamond first came on, Natalie was making a fool out of Diamond. But then, you know, after people started loving on Diamond, she had to continuously bring Diamond back. She thought Diamond wasn't gonna make no fool out of her. She thought Diamond was gonna let her talk, disrespect her, treat her any kind of way till she didn't no more, you know. And I think Natalie was in shock because she didn't mind like disrespecting Diamond, going off on Diamond. She never thought Diamond was gonna give her that same energy back. And if she did ever get her the energy back, she thought that she can just get rid of her. But the fans love Diamond, you know, and wanted Diamond to stay on. So it didn't work out in Natalie's favor. And regardless of Natalie's personal feelings, Natalie is a full-blown Capricorn. We are about our money first. Now, not all of us are about money first. Some of us are about respect first, then money. But you got to think about it. If Diamond is one of the breakout stars, like Tasiki was one of the breakout stars, Krishan, like, the fact that she dealt with Krishan all them years let you know that Diamond was easy for her because Krishan was putting them through hell back and beyond. Krishan did not care nothing about it, mind you, nothing. But one thing about it, like once somebody pushes them to the next level or bring the ratings back in, they gonna keep them on regardless if Natalie like it or not. Natalie has always been about her money first. Now, is it certain people that I felt like after a while they need to let go? Yes. Rolly and Scotty. Very much so should have been let go a long time ago. To me, when it comes to Scotty, Scotty don't work for her position. She really don't. And now that she's really with Lemmy publicly, she really don't have to work for her position. She was just to be there. And I don't really like that because, again, like I said, they need to go and get rid of her. But Rolly, I definitely feel as though when Rolly was talking at the side of her neck to Nelly a long time ago, especially like what was it last season that she kept calling Nelly out, I feel like she needed to get a break. Like sometimes a break do need to happen with the OGs because they do start smelling themselves and do think they above the program and get up here lying all the time, saying how they don't have to get storylines and everything like that. When Rolly and Scotty this season definitely was searching hard for storylines. Yeah, and that's a lie. If somebody attack Lemmy, all of a sudden you finna jump in, Natalie. No. And that's just with any traditional job. Somebody take your manager or your boss. You think that somebody finna jump in? Like, no. I worked at plenty of jobs and somebody got crazy with a manager and me standing there looking. Or, if it was vice versa, somebody got crazy with me. Most of the time, the manager just standing there looking. They might, come in and be like, hey, da da da. But, like, be for real. In the real world, when it comes to management, a lot of times regular employees is not gonna just jump in and fade a person because you got hit, especially when they build relationships with these people. And regardless of if Pretty P, ran for you or not, Natalie, I do think Natalie still should replace Pretty P's Rolex because you should be a woman of your word. You should still replace the Rolex. I'm not gonna lie to you. You should, because y'all sat there and said that y'all was gonna replace it, so y'all should replace it. Yeah, it's definitely not a new big three. Don't none of them need to come back, and that's no shade. Diamond either. We gonna get to that in a minute, but no, it don't need to be a new big three. So boom, we get to Scotty and Natalie having a talk, and Scotty so manipulative, very much. I think that the other girls are trying to mislead you, or manipulate you. And Natalie seen right through that show. She said, "Oh, so you didn't tell them that?" Some No, I did say that we weren't friends. How are they trying to manipulate her or mislead her when you was going around saying that y'all wasn't friends? You got to make it make sense, Scotty. And Scotty definitely was copping please. She's stuttering. She doing a lot. But again, she's comfortable where she's at. And I'm, like I said before, I'm sick of her. I want her to get the hell gone off my screen like ASAP. Just be with that man, girl. Just be with that man and be happy, but stop being on my screen for baddies. And maybe you did need to have this talk with her, Scotty, but you should have came to her and had the conversation. If she didn't bring the conversation up, you'd have still made it seem like y'all wasn't friends. Not only that, put a pin in that and let's move on. My thing is, like Natalie said, the friendship has changed. And y'all are grown. Y'all are growing. She's married. She has a child. You are in a full committed relationship. You're starting to quote unquote grow a backbone. You starting to understand your power that you have here at the network, that you're not going anywhere. All that's starting to come to fruition. And as much as Natalie say that you do play victim, I think in the beginning you weren't playing victim, but you then seen how that character worked in your favor, so you are comfortable going in that character. And I understand Natalie too. Like, Natalie usually is the villain when it comes to y'all friendship. She usually is the one doing you wrong, but she's being like, you can't keep playing me out to be this particular person that I'm not. But again, she has been that person too, Scotty. So, it's easy for us to be like, oh yeah, Natalie did this to Scotty. That's why Scotty is doing this. But the tables are not turning like that. So I definitely understand where Natalie is coming from. And Rolly fake nasty too. No, it's not that they don't hang out enough. Baddies has definitely changed them because they used to be friends on the same level. Now Natalie, was her boss. And Natalie did, start letting that boss stuff go to her head. And she was taking a lot of her anger out on Scotty. Definitely. When the scene did not go her way or Natalie got hit or whatever the case was, she would then go out of her way to hit Scotty. It was like, Scotty hungry. She wanted something to eat. Now she getting punched in the face because she wanted some food. So no, I will say who started all this change of friendships was Natalie Nunn. Chinny chin chin. Yeah, she started it. But the thing about it now, Scotty got some rhythm. Scotty with this man. It didn't backfired on Natalie. So to an extent, now Natalie created this monster and created the mistrust in the friendship. And my thing is to Rolly be playing on the scenes. Oh, I'm so real. Oh, this, oh that. But you saying in your confessionals how the friendship has no hope. Leave the friendship alone. Go on about your business. Same one made sure she went out of her way. I don't like Natalie, this and that. But I bet you at that reunion, didn't touch Natalie, hugged it out with Natalie, and shut the hell up because she still need that damn Zeus check. And mind you, Rolly ends up saying, oh, well, the other girls feel like you should spend time with them so that way, they can get to know you and have your back. She didn't get to know them for a reason. For a reason. She know these girls come and go. She knows the power that she has in her hands now. She know Zeus is up, Baddies is up. Everybody and their daddy watch Baddies. Why is she getting to know them when they might turn on her? Or, we probably don't even like them. They probably won't even be back. It really ain't to me, real purpose of her trying to get to know these girls like that. When 10 times out of 10, they won't return. Natalie knows who her stars are of her show. She can easily be like, boom, these are the girls. These are the girls who's going to put in work. When it comes to the girls putting in work, she's going to vibe more with them. But also, too, the other three, Cole, Kay, and Fauna, they were more so with Diamond and Ivory and all them type of people. So, of course, she kept her distance because of Diamond. So Rolly then calls out Natalie for putting more responsibility on her. You the second head in charge. You the second highest paid. Of course, she put more responsibility on you. And Rolly is basically complaining, saying that she didn't want all that responsibility on her. Now he's like, oh, well, I'm booking this. I'm having to be on my laptop. I definitely don't think Natalie be doing all that behind the scenes. No, I as much money as Zeus makes, you actually think Natalie is sitting up here booking them to do trips and all that stuff? You think that she's getting the party promoters and everything? What club they? No, Natalie ain't doing all that. Natalie just didn't want to be bothered. She wanted to go in and out, be in the scenes when they need to fight, do one-on-ones here and there, and get on. She didn't want to be as accessible this season, but for good reason. So Natalie gives Dolly her chain, honestly, out of pity, because they be kissing her ass. It definitely wasn't because she was giving baddie. Because if anything, Natalie and Scotty and all them was complaining about Dolly every chance they got. But they went ahead and gave her chain so she could shut up. Yeah, the season was horrible, in my opinion. The season was trash. Honestly, they don't have to bring none of them back. And I like Pretty P, but Pretty P don't have to come back. Ivory don't have to come back. Dolly definitely don't have to come back to me. All the new girls, all them out of here. Don't bring none of the new girls back. Not none. Not none. Don't bring none of them back. Only ones that I'm kind of like bring back is Lex. Lex did her thing the whole season. She really was the season. If it wasn't for her pushing these hoes to fight, we really would have got no fight scenes. And Summer, obviously, Summer took like a backseat this season a little bit. But I would still enjoy Summer to come back. But other than that, keep everybody else home. Keep everybody else home. They supposedly gonna do Baddies USA. I want to see Tasiki. I want to see Krishan. I want to see Anna. Please don't bring Biggie and that deep ass voice back. Thank you in advance. Who else I want to see? Trying to see Jayla. Obviously I want to see Jayla come back. That's all I got right now. Oh, maybe J.O. Bring J.O. back. Tinka, I believe, is coming back. I would love to see Tinka back on my screen. That's all I got right now. Diamond, don't bring Diamond back. If y'all are going to bring her back for Baddies USA. But after that, don't bring her back at all. I'm tired of Diamond. And that's it. That's all I got for y'all. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Y'all let me know what baddies y'all want to return to Baddies USA in the comments. Bye. Hey, y'all. What it is, what it do. We are back. We are better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. Come on, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping. We doing a doggy bow or doggy yow into this video. Click the link down in my description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Get in here. Without further ado, let's go and get into Joseline. Let's get into it. So, first things first. I cannot stand Joseline Hernandez. I cannot, okay? I cannot. The way she do these girls, I cannot stand her. If anything, I hate her. Like, honestly, I don't like her. But then it's like I understand where she coming from. She do be picking. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of these girls really do have backbones, and they're not taking it up under the chin. A lot of this stuff is unnecessary, especially because allegedly they say that she really don't pay good no way. And my thing is this: if you don't pay good no way, why am I here just being bothered with anything? No shade. I'm not gonna be just being bothered with anything, and the pay ain't even, where it need to be. Why am I dealing with any and everything and the pay ain't even paying me? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a no for me. I don't mind these girls going out their way and being like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth the humiliation, the opportunity. Like, certain opportunities just not worth your sanity or, your self-respect. Like, it's just not. The way she be talking to these girls is truly outrageous. I hate that for these girls. I hate that they have to even endure the things that she do to them, but at the same time, they some strong soldiers. I will give them that, because baby, I'd have been gone. I'd have been walked away. The opportunity not worth the disrespect, honestly, in my opinion. It's just not worth the disrespect. Now, Flame, baby, I just learned her name. I don't know how long I've been doing the reviews, but I just learned her name. She was ready to go home. I don't blame her, because I'd have been out the door too. Flame said, this is not what she thought it was gonna be, and honestly, it's not what she thought it was gonna be, and she don't want to be in this environment. It was bothering her peace, and she would rather have her peace than to deal with Alaliba. I said, I know that's right. Out with the wind, bullseye. I wonder if she gonna come to the reunion, and if she do, is she tearing oceans up? As much as Joseline tries to pick on like the Egypts of the world, the Neeks of the world, the people who obviously help her get the views that she has today. Where is that energy with Erica? I just feel like Erica keep getting a pass. She's a snitch. She want to fight for everybody and get beat up. Like, why is she here? I'm sick of her. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to Neek, I understand where Joseline is coming from to an extent. I feel like she used her for the video, because fans would have ended up being like, "Where's Neek?" Because as y'all know, they said Neek is Joseline's best dancer. So that's number one. Number two, I do feel as though she do keep it balanced. She do keep it fair. Regardless if, she really like the girls, if she really love the girls, she gonna let the girls know, like, this not your stuff. If she ever feels a little bit threatened by you and you think that you're gonna come in here and run her stuff, she always lets you know it's never gonna be that. You're never gonna run Joseline's cabaret. This is her inch. Okay, this her stuff. It's not yours. She's not gonna let you come in and, think that you finna get any type of favoritism on what she had to build. So I do understand that, but it's the way she do. It's like she do like an embarrassment ritual on these girls or something. It just don't make no sense for no grown woman to be talking to other grown women like that. It just don't make no any kind of sense in my opinion. Natural ends up leaving. Goodbye. First of all, they shouldn't have been having y'all do challenges like that. No way, especially with foods and stuff like that, crickets and all that. Like, I hate when they do stuff like that. Also, let me say this. Joseline got so many challenges. Why do we have all these damn challenges? Like, no shade. What do we have all these challenges for, babes? I mean, every episode or every other episode, I feel like we seeing them do a challenge. Ooh. Okay, no shade. So Kanaya and Jane Doe are talking. I think Jane Doe will be the next one going home. Hope so. Thank y'all in advance. But Kanaya ends up saying, it was weird that Jane Doe did not step in and fight. Kanaya, you were in Jane Doe's shoes not too long ago. Not only that, Jane Doe up here lying to her, so I stepped up. That's why Neek said, you ain't step up and do nothing. You ain't step up and do nothing. It very much gave, hold on. Don't make me call the laws. It did not give fight. It gave flight of getting that cell phone and calling the laws on these girls. Like, be for real. You ain't step up trying to fight or really handle business. You weren't standing on business. But no shade. And not only that, Kanaya told me some, besides you, Jane Doe, the other girl was my rock. These girls was not having your back. Jane Doe is the same one who seen you basically look like no shade get tag team by two sticks. She did nothing but stand there. But now, Kanaya and let it be known she ain't in the play with in there. She will get in the paint, so they initiated her. Now they ain't left her alone. But in my personal opinion, I wouldn't even be necessarily want to have scenes with this particular person. And Lexi, I'm surprised that they even let Lexi be in a scene with these girls because, mind you, all this really started because of Lexi. Lexi was the one who had the chain reaction of the new girls having a fade. So Sky and G Baby come outside, and Sky just basically felt like, the other two new girls should have helped. Jane Doe's just standing there looking slow. Talking about, but I be minding my business. Oh, well, you'll continue to mind your business and they will continue to look at you crazy. Like, no shade. It's just like none of y'all have each other back. I don't know why Sky has G Baby back, but none of y'all have each other back. And at this point, just accept that y'all all not cool like that. All y'all not riding for each other. Y'all just here for y'all opportunity. And ain't that wrong with y'all just being here for y'all opportunity. But at this point, like, I'm just over y'all talking about it. Like, who gives a rat's? Like, do the little dance and come on. Now, Erica and Des really get on my nerves. Like, they haven't got beat up enough at this point. So they end up going to old girl, letting her know, like, hey, we still need that. Even though in front of Joseline, everything was cool, everything was copacetic. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Losers, lame, like, they just be finding stuff. Y'all need that all of a sudden because she beat y'all friends up and was beating y'all up, but y'all want that again. Like, they don't mind getting beat up to get to stay on the screen. Like, they're losers. So Johnson had them do this week challenge of going up this hill, going up the mountain to save their marriage and save their careers. Boom, she meets the girl at the top and she's looking a mess, looking like somebody homeless, looks a hot fool. I mean, a total mess. Like, Johnson, what the hell do you have on? You trying to be funny and look at the outfit. Like, it's not even making sense. Boom. So after they get up the hill, she talking to them. She asks them, who want to get eliminated. Obviously, none of the girls want to get eliminated. Then she brings up Neek. At this point, like, just bring her back. As much as you want to talk about her, obviously Neek is somewhere in a hotel room cooling down. So she ends up saying something to thing one and thing two. Like, why y'all ain't saying to y'all friend? Tell y'all friend. They like, oh, we did. We tried. They literally barely did anything. Like, literally, they was holding her hand. And my biggest thing is this: no shade. When it comes to like real life, nobody's putting their job on the line. Nobody is going out their way to help somebody else keep their opportunity. Nobody's doing that. So I wasn't surprised that they didn't say anything to her or, tell her to actually like really hush. Nobody's doing that. Like, no shade. Like, nobody's gonna mess up their opportunity because you and Neek got into it or whatever. They probably talked to her on the back end, but as far as them actually giving up their opportunity for Neek, they're not doing that. Jocelyn ends up telling the girls, don't be here for the money, be here because you want to be on tour. Let's be clear, they're here for the 50K. And that's if you actually give it to them, but they're here for the 50K. Ain't nobody here to dance with you. Be for real. Like, be in the background down here, Moquito, girl. Bye. Let me tell y'all, the strongest soldier here is Chink. Chink gonna stand by herself every time. She never needed an army, okay? She's an army of one. She ain't gonna talk to nobody. She ain't gonna get into no conversations. She gonna look out that window and keep to herself. So, boom, the girls get back on the bus, and it's only 4 new girls left. I ain't even noticed. And they end up saying basically like, the girls is dropping like flies. In a minute, ain't gonna be nobody here. She should get rid of some of the OGs. And that's definitely what I think she's going to do. Start getting rid of them OGs because it's a lot of them who can't dance and look a mess. And yeah, they be want to fight, but like, Losers, all that jumping and stuff. I'd rather see them fall apart currently. And then they talked about Neat coming back. Okay, at this point, bring her back. Hurry up. I'm sick of them hoes talking about it. So Joseline comes in practice trying to pick on the girls, and this is what I'm talking about. Literally, the girls in a good space. They was doing a dance. Everybody was doing good. Then she wants to sit up here and say something out the way to Egypt. Mind you, Egypt been kind of, in the background this season. She really kind of just been staying to herself. Of course, she fought behind her sister or whatever. But other than that, Egypt been chilling. Joseline comes in. She like, oh my God, you look like Shrek. And I'm like, look at you in your confessional. Shrek mama. Like, girl, please get up out of here. If you don't look like Mark Simpson, like... I'm just saying, Joseline don't have no room to talk about nobody with that whole green confessional look, looking like I Spy with my little eyes green. Okay? Looking like very much the Grinch who stole goddamn Christmas. Like, girl, you don't have no room. And the girl didn't do anything. And I get what Egypt was doing. Like, she was trying to laugh it off, more so just like let her have it. Like, it ain't even nothing like that. She just kept going in. She was digging. She was looking for the girl to get her a reaction. Now, one of them fire and slap her, I ain't gonna say that. So this is what Joseline lost me. And, honestly, this right here really made me be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start reviewing her, start promoting her. Like, her views, honestly, don't make or break my channel. A lot of y'all, this be the last thing I post, and we kind of just watch it because it's the last thing. It's not top of the tier of the docket ever. It's never the top tier of the docket, but it's just something to put on it because I did start reviewing it last year. But this was one of the biggest reasons why I started reviewing it. I cannot deal with Joseline's mouth. Joseline downgrading these girls, saying like, y'all don't own anything, y'all are losers. I'm God and I built y'all up and y'all should be grateful for this opportunity. Like, a documentary needs to come out about her. Very much so. Like, she is ridiculous. And I think, right now, of course she gets backlash and of course her views are definitely not there. But I think in 30 years, it will definitely be a movement against Joseline Hernandez and how she treated these women. Absolutely. I definitely believe that. And if I'm still around in that 20 to 30 years, I will be in that documentary. Okay. Very much so. Saying how low down and dirty she was. Because honestly, child, I mean, the way she talking to them for no reason, mind you, nobody triggered her, nothing. She just came out the blue saying this to these ladies. It's very disgusting. And it just shows how pathetic she is. It definitely, like, I can't even get jiggy to I like the way you are when you talking to these women like this. Like, it's one thing for it to be an op and you know what I'm saying, doing money talk with an op, but you doing money talk with people who helping you helping them and they helping you. You think, to be honest, if these girls weren't getting a little bit of clout, because it ain't a lot, a little bit of clout off dance with you think these girls wouldn't have been told you what it is and what it ain't? Like, be so serious with yourself. You think these girls wouldn't have been smacked you around a little bit, jumped you, or whatever the case is? No, child. I just, she just puts a bad taste in my mouth. I would never pay my money to see Joseline. I would never go out my way to be nice to Joseline. Like, Joseline definitely puts a bad, bad taste in my mouth. Like, she's horrible. Mind you, then she started out of nowhere picking on Lexi. Lexi, like, what is you talking about? She, Lexi is just like, what I do. And he, don't look at her, don't look at her. Y'all, I don't think nobody talked to Joseline in the background. I don't think nobody is telling her in the background, Joseline, you look delusional talking to these girls like that. They said that she's calmed down tremendously because she used to just take the girls through there. And you know what I just realized? Raven is not on this season. Thank God. Ain't God good? Thrift Store ends up calling G Baby out. And basically, she was just looking for a moment, looking for a scene, trying to fight G Baby. And, the choreographer ends up taking up for G Baby, saying like, even though G Baby arm is out of place, she definitely dancing, she definitely doing what need to be done. But Thrift Store is looking for a moment, looking for a scene, and she basically ends up telling Joseline like, okay, she can dance, but mind you, she watching her dance so much that this bitch over here still looking like she ain't got no damn rhythm. She like, oh, you know she can dance, but will she ride for you? You rode for her one time. A bitch just started sliding. Now she feel like she ice skating. Now she feel like she letting you know who got your back and who don't. Girl, I'm over you. But I see Scott moved out the way this time. Scott did not say I got that one. She did not have her back that time. I promise y'all, reviewing this is like, child. Like, I think I'd rather watch cats pee on trees than review this at this point. So Danny then ends up starting some mess with Jane Doe because she's the last one out of the new girls who ain't fought yet. So mind you, quote unquote, Jane Doe had her been talking about Thrift Store, aka Oceans. She been talking about her, and with her talking about her, basically is like, do you need that? Whatever. The other one, Miss Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Face ass, ends up being like, oh, Oceans, you ain't gotta do it, I'ma do it. Take her wig off, and then she wants to fight. They are so thirsty for camera time. It's ridiculous. I see why the views are so low because this is just ridiculous. This is pointless. I see why he continues to bring baddies. Because when I tell you, I know from my views alone that nobody really watches this show. Can't be. Can't be. That's why I run through these little episodes like this. Because it's ridiculous. These girls are pathetic. Pathetic. Like pathetic. At their big ages, these is women with the lowest of the lowest self-esteems. Okay, and you can absolutely tell. Absolutely. But yeah, get Jane Doe in the field. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really care for Jane Doe. Get her in the field. But this is pathetic, child. This is so pathetic. I see why Chink say to herself, because you girls are losers. Well, that's all I got. You see how much I love y'all? I got through the whole thing. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.